While it was a disappointing end to the Kelowna Rockets season after they missed the playoffs, the team's future direction is very clear. Prepare for the Memorial Cup.
When we lost Max Graham and Cheechik, basically one after the other, it pretty well took a lot of the heart out of the group we had and the talent that I honestly felt that when we hung on to Cheechik, Graham, and Stansel at the deadline that we would have enough horsepower to get to the playoffs. And once we lost the two overages in particular, it took a lot out of this hockey club, and certainly my expectations changed then, and we basically moved into playing the heck out of the kids just so we get a feel for where they're at and as much experience as they could get so that they would be in a better position to be productive people next year for us.
And next year is a big year for the Kelowna Rockets as they are set to host the 2026 Memorial Cup and looking to win the tournament for the first time since 2004.
I think that Varga's going to be a really exciting player for us, and I think the key is to remember how old they are and where they came from. I think that Folstrom's going to be a real good player, a real sound two-way player. Henderson's going to be a real good defenseman. He reminds me a lot of his father. I think he's going to bring us some real good stuff. And Goshik, he's got some real bite to his game. It's just a matter of him maturing and understanding the game a little bit more, but he's 16. But those guys, the rules are they got to play 40 games, and you work hard to get them to 40 games. Well, those kids all played, or not kids, those young men all played over 50 games. So they all had, learning experiences. And with the injuries we had, they played in situations they never would have played in on a normal team, because they wouldn't have been on the penalty kill, they wouldn't have been on the power play, and they all got those opportunities. So I think that'll enhance their development and probably expedite it somewhat.
While the team's younger skaters got plenty of experience this year filling in for a roster that had numerous injuries, the team's lineup will look different next year as they turn to older players to prepare for the Memorial Cup.
I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Maybe can get kind of feeling of what the roster is going to be looking like. I know a lot of guys are pretty good players, and I think they deserve to be on this roster for next year. And there's some very hard workers, and I think a lot of guys are going to go back this summer and train and become the best player they possibly can be for this team. I know anyone wants to be on that team and be part of that group, so I think pretty motivating squad in there.
And not only will the Rockets roster look different next year, but the team's coaching staff could see a big change made ahead of next season.
I think I've got to wait and see how the balls fall all around us here as to who's available. I think Derek is going to be a tremendous coach. I think he's a young coach right now, and I don't want to say no that he's not going to be the guy, but also we're going to sit back and wait and see who comes available. Ideally, I'd love to find a real experienced guy to give him a year of mentorship, but if that doesn't happen, we'll do what we got to do.
Also on the list of to-dos ahead of next season is to decide the fate of the team's first-round draft picks.
We're going to have a couple picks in the first round, so we're going to, we have Spokane's pick and our pick could be first, second, or third, or fourth, I guess. So if it's the first pick, I'm pretty sure we'll hang on to it. If it's the second, third, or fourth pick, we'll probably be on the market looking to trade that for something else.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.